Hello, and welcome to White Glove Reviews. In this video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk a little bit about one specific card. And the card I want to talk about is a reward card. And the reward card in question is the Axemaster. And the Axemaster, in my opinion, is he feels underrated to me. And the reason I say that he feels underrated to me is there are pretty much they're pretty much two big cards that I think you need to inexpensively get your water splinter kind of working. The first one is the Venari Wavesmith, and the Venari Wavesmith is quite affordable. I mean, like they're in the modern batch of reward cards, so they're still being given out in chests and given out at league end. So they're quite attainable, and having a Venari Wavesmith, just adding that to your ability to add to field a water splinter makes your water splinter dramatically better. And I think that the second part to that, like if you're once you add a Venari Wavesmith, I think the next addition, if you add the Axemaster will move your water splinter up to the next level. And here's the reason I say this. He's 7 mana, which is it's moderately expensive, but you can realistically field him in the 20 plus battles without a lot of problem. The thing is, he has 2 ranged attack and he has double strike. Now, the 2 ranged attack and double strike is phenomenal because what happens is he hits, and the first hit will often take out, like, say, 2 armor from an enemy monster, and then the second hit does damage. While if he was doing his damage as a shot of just 4, the two armor would stop all of that 4 damage and nothing would overflow. And that's not even talking about like the times when you have a situation where there's like 2 monsters that have less than two life left, and he just pops both of them and eliminates them. Now, another thing that I think makes the Axemaster exceptional is if you look at his stats, when you're playing in Silver League and you're playing with a leveled up summoner, if you're playing a level 4 summoner, what you can do is you can play a level 3 epic. And the Axemaster at level 3 gets 3 ranged attack. So he's hitting for 6 damage. He's hitting for 3 and 3. And I can tell you, having played with a leveled up for silver Axemaster, that extra damage is amazing. Now, there is one thing you have to be aware of. Like he doesn't get close range until level 4. So if you're playing him in bronze or silver, you have to be very much aware of the fact that if he gets to that front row, he's dead. Like that's the end of his usefulness. But overall, I think that he's kind of a I feel like he's the second card you should pick up for your water splinter if you're working your way through, and like you get the Wave Master and then you get the Axe Master, and then I don't know, I'd say maybe next if you're just gonna splurge. Like the next biggest impact I think is Jin Oceanus, and like the 3 of them together, that's basically a water splinter, and you'll do pretty well with that. Now, there is another thing that I wanted to point out when it came to the Axemaster. If you look, I got it here somewhere. Here we go. If you look here, this, and I'll include links in the description for all this. If you look at the printing data for reward cards, the Axemaster is currently out of print. They're no longer making any more Axemasters. So Axemaster and Torhelio are both done. Basically, they're done printing them, and the run is 40,000 of each, which isn't that big considering. So I think the Axemaster, like I think there's gonna be, I think the Axemaster is one of those things like you want to have him available for your team. And if you're out shopping for cards, I'd say definitely give the Axemaster think about the Axemaster as an addition to your team because he really can make a huge difference. Anyway, if you have any questions or suggestions, or if you think the Axemaster is also a great deal, or if you think he's a terrible addition to your Water Splinter team, please let me know in the comments. If there's any other neglected cards you think need to be talked about, you can also let me know down there. And I'll include links in the description for anything that I referenced in this video. And I hope y'all have an excellent day.